getting down into the cigar a little bit. It's a medium to full-bodied cigar. Steve, we see you out there.
Yeah.
Get up, man.
Yeah. No fingers.
Crack a little beer, man.
Right.
Yeah.
See how this pairs with the Matilda. Should be pretty good.
Today we're also drinking a Odell Mountain Standard seasonal release beer. We'll see how it pairs with Matilde Quadrata. I believe since this is such a spicy and hoppy dark IPA, it'll go well with the strong flavors of the Matilde Quadrata. We'll check back.
No, it started out spicy, it's sweet and smooth. It's pretty, not totally easy out the nose, but
I'm definitely getting a sweet, almost fruity, definitely.
yeah.
Yeah. A cream. There's definitely a cream in there.
Getting light cream. I'm on the same page with the peach taste.
Yep. There is that peach taste. There definitely is that peach taste.
Still getting woods and cocos.
Definitely a lot of cocos and woods. I get that cedar. Definitely getting the cedar. Okay, so we're getting cedar, fruit, peaches, a little bit of raisin. Normally these would retail for about $9. We're about $1 more expensive here in Colorado. Box of these is about $180. They were released in January of this year, 2016. Today, me and Jimmy decided to smoke the Robusto size, mainly because smaller cigars will have a better ratio of binder, filler, and wrapper. You can get more flavor out of that.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a super strong belief amongst our cigar nerd family that those smaller cigars, I mean, upwards of your favorite size that you always hear about, is Lancero. You know, because it has that greater ratio of the wrapper where you get the majority of that flavor from.
Oh yeah.
It's
We like Lanceros around here.
it is a delicious fact.
Yep. And typically, most cigar companies will start with a Corona to blend their cigars and go up from there.
Yeah, they just get a better flavor profile out of it. Really see what they're smoking.
Yeah, you can really,
It's brilliant.
yeah, you can really taste it too. You can taste the difference of each size. Matilde Quadrata has a sister line called the Serena. One of the best Connecticut's that I've smoked in my life. Another blend by Matilde. Well done.
Yeah, it is an amazing cigar in the Connecticut line. It's a little bit stronger than you would expect for your typical Connecticut, but just the flavor is potent and amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Smooth and creamy, everything you'd expect, but with a little bit more kick.
Exactly. Keep you interested. It's a little more multi-dimensional. Still a lot of cedar.
Tremendous amount of cedar. Cocoa still.
Definitely cocoa. Definitely still the peach and fruit is there a little bit. It's a little bit stronger. It really has that nice aged taste too. I mean, it's that vintage aged sort of tobacco taste. The retrohale is pretty relatively smooth.
It's smoothing out.
Ecuadorian Habano wrapper wraps this baby up like Christmas gift wrap. Cigars we can compare this to. I mean, it's got slight Padron flavors. It's Padron-esque. It's stronger than a Padron. If I could compare this cigar to any cigar, I would say it has similar nuances to a Toronto Exodus Finite. It's got very similar nuances of sweetness, cedar, a little bit of musty tobacco, raisins, a slight bit of a peach or fruit. You get a little bit of toasted bread still. Even some fresh baked bread in there.
Yeah, it's super smooth.
Really
Right
smooth,
out,
you know?
right out the nose. I mean, it's got those cocoa flavors that we talked about. Still woody. I mean, this is, yeah, reaching the halfway point. We're still talking about the cedars and the cocos that you get. It's just smoothed out so much from the beginning. Dark, rich flavors. I mean, I might be getting some coffee flavors out of it too. A lot of sweetness.
There is a little bit of coffee, even like a medium or light roast coffee.
Yeah.
Orange peel is a very good description. There is definitely an orange peel in here. I definitely taste the orange peel, zesty. Getting a nice amount of sweetness still. Cedar. Flavors are starting to load up a little bit. It's getting more rich as we go. Smoking with Sasquatch.
Smoking Sasquatch, that's good. Kermit T. Frog here, smoking Matilde Quadrata.
Now I'm getting a lot more sweetness. Jimmy has just lit up a cigar again. We took an intermission. All right, so Jimmy, what's your final thoughts on the cigar as you get down to the end?
So, coming into the final third, I mean, I'm still getting those dominant cedar notes. We're getting cocoa. We're still getting the sweetness. A little bit interesting, those nuanced flavors like brown rice and orange peel. At the front end we had a lot of spice, but as it's gone on, it's got into this
Mild cedar.
yeah
This toasted cocoa over cedar. The Matilde Quadrata is a Dominican binder, Dominican filler with Nicaraguan and an Ecuadorian Habano wrapper. Appearance is slightly mottled with a very tight box press, tight seams. Smelling the foot, I get cedar. I'm getting large amounts of cedar, musty, aged tobacco smell with a little bit of hay and a slight sweetness, almost like caramel.
I get a lot of that hay flavor. A little bit of acidity along with some cocoa notes, actually.
The first draw, I'm getting copious amounts of cedar, leather, a little bit of cocoa.